Dak here talking about Juggernaut Tanking. They have some of the best active mitigations in the game, very high defense, they have great burst threat, fun class to play. Takes a little bit of finesse to get them down. They do have some movement impairments, but overall a great class. Now this first pull here is a very basic pull, some of the easiest to deal with in the game. A tightly clustered group of ads that you can simply AoE down. If you notice there in that rotation up there, you're simply going to go in with your saber throw, you're going to go in force charge, do some AoE abilities, maybe throw out an AoE taunt. But for the most part, this is a very easy, basic pull. And now moving up a step in complexity, you have groups that have different distances in terms of their ranged and melee. So you'll have a group of melee, a group of ranged, fairly spaced apart. To deal with this, you simply leap to the ranged group, drop some AoE abilities. Sometimes it's better to wait for the melee group to get to the ranged ads, just so that you can get some threat on them as well. Once all those ads are grouped up nice and tight, you can simply take them down with AoE abilities or hold threat with an AoE taunt. When ads are not tightly grouped up, it can become a little more difficult to tank them, but thankfully Juggernauts have the amazing Saber Reflect, which pretty much trivializes this scenario. So simply leaping in, popping Saber Reflect, allowing those ads to get that threat from you off that Saber Reflect, and then simply doing AoE abilities on the melee group and just bringing that melee group to one of the ads and AoEing them down. Usually Saber Reflect will be enough threat for you to hold while you clean up that group and then simply leap to the other ad and finish it off. Now in any pool of ads, there's going to be some that are more dangerous than others. Healers, ads that have big hard-hitting abilities. So yes, you're a tank first, you want to hold threat, you want to mitigate damage, but secondly, you want to be doing as much damage, as much DPS as you possibly can to dangerous targets, helping the other DPS in your team kill the weak targets, kill the healers, interrupt the healers, and basically just making the overall group's job easier. Now as a tank, anytime you engage with an enemy group, just keep an eye on the rest of your team, particularly the healer. Make sure that no stray groups are going to be targeting him. If you notice here, the second group gets pulled, it begins to target the healer, and from there you're going to see me leap in, get some damage on them, get some threat on them, try to mitigate that, just so that we don't lose our healer, and make sure that we can continue to fight another day. And yes, here we have the almighty line of sight, an excellent tool really to deal with any type of ad composition, but particularly when they are ranged, when they're spread out, running around a corner can make your life so much easier in terms of holding threat. It can make maintaining DPS on those ads easier. It makes healing easier. Everything is easier when you get ads grouped up, and so the more you can utilize this tool, the better. And as we move into this next pane, we can see that it's very similar. Another room. This room is full of ads, they're spread out. We just run around the corner there, get all the ads grouped up, and once they're grouped up, you can be into AoE. You can target ads that are healing certain ads, or you can deal with ads that are more dangerous than others, but essentially just line of sighting whenever you can is always going to be a great idea. So this here was a basic overview of different types of ad compositions you can encounter from melee to ranged. A lot of the things here are definitely going to be applicable in flashpoints, but also to operations, and even to some extent in PvP. We'll be covering mitigations in a future video, but until then, thank you for watching, and please subscribe.